happening with the storm earlier, and there was no upgrade to a warning there either. So there should be a tornado warning here. Again, I don't know how there isn't one, but very strong rotation right now over I-20. Likely tornado going right up into a very populated area. That is Forest Hill, 287. Back over near Vaughn Boulevard, Mitchell Boulevard on the south side of Fort Worth. This is going to be impacting the southeast side of Fort Worth here over the next few minutes. Get the word out there. Again, share the stream. Whatever you got to do to get people aware of this. I don't care if you don't share the stream. Just call them. Text any friends or family that are near Forest Hill, Fort Worth, Arlington, near Mansfield, Rendon. Get the word out there. I'd be seeking shelter no matter what in this warning because we at least have damaging winds, but the threat of a tornado is definitely there right now. This is, again, a very concerning situation. The radar is only updating every 5 minutes, and we also likely have a tornado again in progress right now near Forest Hill, Texas. Right over I-20. Again, get the word out there. If you have any friends or family here, we do believe there's, again, an unwarned tornado currently going through the south side of Fort Worth.
Grandma, there's a tornado.
Our next radar scan is another minute or two away, so we really don't even know. Apparently, there are tornado sirens going off in Forest Hill. There are no tornado warnings once again, but this is...
near Edgecliff, it's moving through Edgecliff Village and heading towards Forest Hill. So you can easily see the hook. Somehow it's unwarned. There's no tornado warning, but there's a hook echo near Edgecliff Village. Hold on.
Is that in Texas?
Fort Worth. Edgecliff Village, right here. It's this storm right here. You don't have velocity.
I'm gonna radar scan in a moment. I'm gonna draw a polygon just so you guys got an idea of where you should be seeking shelter.
That's rotation.
I'd be in your safe place right now.
And I've taught you correlation coefficient. Do you remember correlation coefficient?
Not really.
Just get to your safe place.
So correlation coefficient is how corred the objects are in the atmosphere. So correlation coefficient drop means
where the highest velocities are, and also where there could be a tornado right now.
Oh, now they're saying
again, the radar, unfortunately, is only updating every 5 minutes at a crucial time here. The latest radar scan is currently coming in as we speak. We'll see what the velocities look like.
Yeah.
The terminal radar site, this needs to be tornado warned. I mean, the terminal radar site is showing a very tight area of rotation. That right there, again, would likely be the tornado. It's just south of Fort Worth. And that is a tornado. Guys, we have a tornado on the ground. I am changing our overlay to tornado on the ground. This needs to be tornado warned. There is clearly a tornado in progress right now on the south side of Fort Worth. This is right now in a very populated area near I-35 West, just south of I-30. It is moving towards Ederville, Hanley, just south of Haltom City. There needs to be a tornado warning. We have a tornado in progress. This is 100% a tornado in progress on the south side of Fort Worth. This could be we don't know the intensity of the tornado, but this is at the bare minimum a tornado in progress. If you are in Fort Worth, you need to seek shelter. If you're in Arlington, you need to seek shelter. If you're in Forest Hill, you should be seeking shelter. I don't know how there's no tornado warning on this. We've been talking about this for 25 minutes now. There is clearly a tornado on the ground, and I mean, this is a populated area. Again, I-35, this is going to be crossing over it here over the next minute or two. This is a tornado on the ground right now. We have a clear hook echo. Velocities are strong. There is a tornado right now in progress, and God knows how long this tornado's been on the ground. It might have been on the ground 5 minutes ago. We don't know. It's going right now. The debris signature is over Berry Street, Binnenson Street. It's going to be approaching Glen Gardner and Berry Street. All right, so all those areas are probably being hit by this right now. But again, this is broad daylight. I don't know how we don't have a tornado warning. This is, I don't know if another office has to jump in or something, but like, I mean, this is so populated. There is literally a tornado on the ground for over 1 million people are in this area, in this county, just a specific county. Tarrant County has over 1 million people. This is unbelievable. This is the terminal radar site, by the way. The terminal radar site shows a very intense area of rotation as well, right over the south side of Fort Worth. There's no difference between any of these radar sites. It's not just like a little glitch in the radar. This is a tornado that is on the ground going towards Arlington, Texas. Again, spread the word. If you got any friends or family in Tarrant County, or really anywhere in North Texas, please get the word out there. Again, there's a tornado on the ground. We still have no tornado warning. It's clear as day. We got a hook gecko. I don't know how else to explain it. But again, there are over 2 million people, I'm pretty sure, in Tarrant County, if I'm not mistaken. I think the bulk of the people here are in Tarrant County. This is Nick Gorman right now, who is driving through some of the worst of it right now in the Fort Worth area. The winds are very strong. I mean, we have 70-plus mile-per-hour winds here. The warning is still for 65. There is evidently a tornado in progress, again, on the south side of Fort Worth. But look how strong the winds are here. This is in some of the RFD, just kind of the outskirts of this. This is an extremely dangerous situation, again, for the Fort Worth area. You need to be in your safe place. We have an unwarned tornado still that is on the south side of Fort Worth. This is, again, unbelievable. We still have a tornado in progress on the south side of Fort Worth. There's no other way to communicate this at this point, but again, if you have friends, if you have family anywhere in the Fort Worth area near Arlington, please make sure that they are getting to their safe place, getting away from windows and getting on the lowest floor possible. We still have no tornado warning for the Fort Worth area. We've been talking about this tornado for over 20 minutes now, at least being potentially producing a tornado. I mean, we've probably been talking about it for 30 now, and there is still no tornado warning on it. But the only evidence that we have now of the tornado is the debris signature, which is clear, again, on the south side of Fort Worth. That right there is a tornado as of about 4 minutes ago. The tornado now is near Hanley. We'll have another radar scan, hopefully, in the next 30 seconds. But, again, very concerning situation. Nick Gorman, bottom right of your screen, is near where the tornado is. We're keeping a very close eye on him. What we're actually probably going to do is switch... Oh, we'll switch them in a second. Here's the latest radar scan. We finally got another one, but I mean, again, there's still no tornado warning here. The latest radar scan still showing a broad area. This is not nearly as strong, but there is still a pretty decent area of rotation right now over the southeast side of Fort Worth. Not seeing a clear debris signature on this latest scan, but notice how our hook echo is still very large. So that tornado, if it is still on the ground, it'll be on the southeast side of Fort Worth. We're waiting for the velocities to fully update here. But this right here would be where the tornado is located. It would be on the southeast side of Fort Worth, approaching Ederville, Texas, and eventually going towards Hurst, and also going in the direction of Bedford, Euless, Arlington. You guys are all in the path of that right now. And I do apologize, we've not been talking about other storms, but this is obviously the most concerning one since we still have no warning on it. Again, it did produce a tornado already. It's been unwarned this entire time. This is, again, another live shot inside of this storm that is not tornado warned, but you see how high the winds are right now. This is Nick Gorman storm chasing here, back over in Fort Worth. The winds are very high here. By the way, there's not even a tornado, Brant Kopic just pointed this out. There is not even a tornado possible label on this. And again, I don't know what's going on there at the National Weather Service, but unfortunately, there's not really any other way to say it. There's obviously a tornado that we just had on the ground. There could be another one. But very strong rotation right now approaching Arlington. I do also want to point out we've had no update to any of the warnings in North Texas in 23 minutes. So I'm not sure if there's an outage or something like that, but you would think that another National Weather Service office would get involved in this. There's, again, absolutely no warning on this still for the Fort Worth area. We got a tornado possibly heading into Ederville, Arlington, Bedford, and Irving here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So again, if you're in Arlington, Texas, if you're in Bedford, you need to be in your safe place. If you're back over in Dallas, Irving, Carrollton, Garland, Mesquite, any of those areas, I would be getting ready to go to your safe place right now, all right? This is, again, a tornado that is unwarned on the ground on the southeast side of Fort Worth. And it is going to be approaching Arlington here in the next 5 minutes. We have damaging winds currently heading right through Fort Worth as well. I do not know how it's been over 10 minutes since we've had a clear, evident tornado and we still have no warning.
What happened?
I have never been so frustrated. The last time I ever got this frustrated was back when we had a tornado in Nebraska, back over in far western Nebraska. It was north of North Platte. It really was in a pretty rural area, but we had an unwarned significant tornado on the ground for 10 minutes, and then it finally got warned. This one has been unwarned for over 10 minutes, and it is in a highly populated area. Again, there are 2 million people here, and the tornado, again, would be located on the southeast side of Fort Worth. Unbelievable. Riley has an update. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey, Max. As of 2 minutes ago, it looks like we did get an update to that severe thunderstorm warning from the National Weather Service. I believe it was a different National Weather Service office that did go ahead and issue that warning, so I don't know if there's some sort of communication issue from Fort Worth, but that tornado or the severe thunderstorm warning was upgraded by another National Weather Service office, I believe, and they did not issue a tornado possible tag for this warning. So we're not going to get a tornado warning. We're going to need to spread the word ourselves that there's potentially a tornado on the ground because that warning was just updated, and there's still no tornado possible tag.
Hey, Riley, for the update. This is unbelievable. We still have... I don't even know how the severe warning got updated, and, like, we do not have a tornado warning. I don't get it. Once again, if you're just tuning in, I have the confirmed tornado tag on, and the reason why is because we have an unwarned tornado. I have never done this before. We have an unwarned tornado, and I put this thing on. But, like, we've had a tornado on the ground for several minutes now. It started back down here near Edgecliff Village. It may be in Fort Worth now. We just got a new radar scan. If there is a tornado, it would be on the east side of Fort Worth. Riley has an update. Go ahead, Riley.
If you get me a Play-Doh, I will love you.
CC drop. It is just to the northeast.
Well, I'm going to point it out anyway.
Very small. You can see that the velocity clearly comes together. This is another unwarned tornado on the ground in an area with over 1 million people. So don't really know what to say at this point. Another unwarned tornado.
Thank you, Riley, for the update. So now there's a small, this is not likely strong, but there is a tornado in progress on the east side of Fort Worth. This is kind of occluding north in a way, so it's going to probably move towards Haltom City. So if you're in Haltom City, you should be in your safe place, just south of Melody Hills. So those are areas that should be in their safe places right now, just southwest of North Richland Hills. So, once again, there is a tornado, another one in progress. This is unwarned on the east side of Fort Worth. It's basically in Fort Worth right now. It is barely moving to the north right now. It's going to be crossing over 121 in the next 30 seconds or so, just to the west of Arlington. Again, this is just unbelievable, but again, we have a tornado, another one in progress, just east here of Fort Worth. Just outside of Haltom City. I'm hearing a lot of reports in chat that tornado sirens are going off. I do want to reiterate, I used to live in North Texas, so I know this. In North Texas, tornado sirens will go off for basically any severe warning. It does not matter if there is a tornado warning or not. So those are going to go off no matter what, pretty much with a severe warning. That's just how they have them work in North Texas, at least in most areas. I know Denton was like that. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, you should seek shelter if you're hearing tornado sirens, because in this case, I would 100% be in your safe place, anywhere in Tarrant County. I'd say right now, the only places that are fine are going to be west of this line. So if you're back over near Benbrook, you guys are basically fine right now. But Fort Worth in Arlington, you guys need to be in your safe place. You can see the terminal radar site. It's been picking up pretty well in this large mesocyclone, large area of rotation. And we've now had at least a couple of tornadoes come out of this. And we still have one, again, right now over downtown Fort Worth. And the tornado itself, once again, is going to be right here near 121. This radar scan is 3 minutes old, so this was 3 minutes ago. The tornado is going to be probably moving into Haltom City, North Richland Hills. I'd be seeking shelter as well. I'm going to be honest, if you're really anywhere in this area, I'd be seeking shelter, because we have no tornado warning. We've had no warnings on this at all. But again, there could be some sort of outage that we just don't know of, but obviously we really need some sort of warning on this. This has been going for too long, for 2 million people being in this area. Again, this is just overly populated. All right, we do have a new radar scan coming in. This is the latest scan. I'm not seeing nearly as much of strong rotation. If we still have a tornado, it would be right here near Haltom City. We'll wait for the CC radar to update. And I'm not seeing anything on the CC radar, but again, if there is a tornado, it would be near Haltom City. It is a broader area of rotation. Notice how we are starting to see this all bow out. So what we're now seeing is this entire line starting to bow out. It's kind of pushing a ton of wind right now towards Arlington and Bedford. We could get a tornado that kind of wraps around this on the north side still, but this is all now bowing. We got a bowing segment. So damaging winds upwards of 70 to even 80 miles per hour will be a possibility as this moves into Arlington over the next few minutes, and also eventually going towards Carrollton, Irving, and Garland. This is a live shot right now in Fort Worth. This is one of the virtual railfan cameras. And visibility is almost zero right now. Winds have been pretty strong here for the last several minutes. According to reports, and I'm reading the chat, I'm not sure if this is accurate, but according to reports, National Weather Service of Norman is trying to get a hold of the Fort Worth National Weather Services and not able to get into contact with them. So that is possibly something that is ongoing right now. Apparently downtown Fort Worth is dark as well, which means we probably just had a tornado there. Is anybody currently tuning in from Fort Worth? Anybody have any reports? Hey, Evan, for the super chat. So again, there are reports at least right now that we are starting to see, at least one report that it's basically dark right now in Fort Worth. Again, if we have a tornado still, it'll be near Haltom City. The rotation's not as strong as before. If you go back a few radar scans, I mean, we clearly had a tornado. This is as clear as day. We had a hook echo and everything. And a CC drop to go along with that. Nothing has been said on the local news. Yeah, I mean, the local news doesn't always go live for severe warnings. We don't have a tornado warning, so could be why. Thank you, Beverly, for the $10 super chat. Fort Worth is bad, according to report. We do have Storm Chaser John McKinney heading down towards Dallas right now. He is on the Radar Omega app as well. Nick Gorman is also right now in the middle of this storm here in Fort Worth. That's what it looks like right now in Fort Worth. Thank you also, Skylar, for the Venmo donation, saying you saved us from the unborn tornado in our neighborhood. Well, I can help. It's just so frustrating that we've had no tornado warning on this. It looks like we're starting to see some minor flooding on the roadways here. This is in the Fort Worth area. You're starting to see some flooding. Do you have any radar scan coming in right now? All right, here's the latest radar scan as the conditions are treacherous right now in Fort Worth. This is the latest scan. We still have a broad area of rotation right now over Haltom City. You can see, again, a large bowing segment is currently developing near Arlington, so damaging winds becoming a big concern right now. Heading in the direction of Dallas. Once again, the rotation itself has not been as strong over the last few scans, but we could still see another tornado drop out of this as this line continues to move to the northeast. If we go back over to the terminal radar site, you can also see a large, broad area of rotation right now. This is all rotation. It's just a broad and large area that is located over Hanley, Ederville, as well as Hearst, North Richland Hills, and Haltom City. So we can still get tornadoes embedded in this large area of circulation. This is all moving towards Bedford, Euless, Tarrant, Still, and eventually going towards Irving and Highland. So there is just a large area of rotation right now. I don't see a tornado in progress at this exact time, but keep in mind that this is something that has already produced a couple of tornadoes, and we could see another one drop as this continues to move to the northeast. Again, going towards Euless and Bedford. More populated areas are in the path of this. Again, John McKinney is a storm chaser. He will be coming up on this pretty soon. This is basically going right towards them. But if you simulate the radar here, you can...
Franchising has...
Carrollton and Irving rather than going towards Dallas. Another thing I want to point out too is once this line up here pushes into that area of rotation, we could see